Have you ever noticed how it's hard to stick to New Year's resolutions past the second week in January? Here in Canada, winter adds friction to everything. Getting out the door takes longer, driving is slower, dressing takes longer. Even thinking can feel slower when it's cold and dark. And I feel it in my body. On sunny days, I'm brighter, more alive, and with more energy. On long, cloudy stretches, I can feel a little low, a little blah. That's not a character flaw. The weather really does affect us. So if January feels heavy, like your energy dropped, your mood got flatter, your motivation evaporated, this isn't you failing at the new year. This is winter. And for women like us, especially midlife women, winter can hit harder because your system is already doing a lot. It can be more difficult to get a good night's sleep. Hormones are shifting, and stress load is real. And sometimes, some of us are carrying everyone else too. Today I'll share why January feels this way and what actually helps. And at the end, I'll guide a 2-minute reset that you can do right now. So here's what's happening, why some of us don't feel our best in winter. 1, light changes your biology. Light is one of the strongest signals for your circadian rhythm, your internal clock. It affects sleep, mood, and energy. When you get brighter light earlier in the day, you send your body a clearer daytime message. So it's easier to feel sleepy at night and easier to wake in the morning. But in January, we get less daylight, and that can make your whole system feel off. 2, post-holiday whiplash is real. Even if the holidays were fine, they were still intense. Routines disrupted social effort, spending, and family dynamics. And suddenly, it's over. And a lot of people feel a drop after this. 3, midlife, like the one I'm experiencing, adds extra layers. So if you are in perimenopause or menopause, it can be harder to get quality sleep. And when sleep is fragile or disrupted, everything during the day can feel a lot harder. It can be a test for your mood, your patience, your focus, and your resilience. So if your body is saying no, it might not be a lack of discipline, it may be intelligence. And here's something worth noting, something that stopped me in my tracks. Women are 4 times more likely to experience seasonal affective disorder than men. 4 times. If that isn't a wake-up call to take better care of ourselves in the winter, I don't know what is. So what can it look like? That hibernate feeling. Sleeping more, craving carbs, feeling heavier, and withdrawing socially. Not all winter heaviness is seasonal affective disorder. But winter heaviness is real, and support helps no matter what. So if you're struggling, you're not weak. You're responding to real conditions. And in Canada, a lot of people experience a seasonal dip. Some are mild and some are more serious. So if you feel different in January, you're not alone. You're not too sensitive. You're in a real pattern. So instead of trying to outrun winter, let's work with it. So we're not doing New Year, New You. Oh no. In January, it makes more sense to do season-aware care. There are 3 supports that I would like to suggest today: light, rhythm, and a tiny connection. Support number 1, light. Try to get daylight earlier in the day if you can. A window counts, standing on the porch counts, or even a nice short walk would count. This isn't about becoming a different person. This is about giving your brain and your body a stronger daytime signal that supports sleep timing, energy, and mood. My morning light is pretty simple. I open the blinds, I enjoy my coffee, and I look out the window. I take a couple of minutes to notice the quality of light, even on cloudy days. And here's my self-coaching piece because I do this every day. I don't start with pressure, I start with orientation. I ask myself, what is the weather inside of me today? What do I need today to get through this day? What do I need to feel steady in this environment? What's one small move that supports my best self today? Sometimes I use an affirmation, something grounded. Something like, I can meet myself with steadiness today. Small steps count. I take care of myself and I still move forward. Something positive, but something that's real. I like to keep it both real and positive. Something that is only for me. And if the honest answer is slower, I will move slower. Slow movement in the right direction in the middle of winter, as I take care of myself, is still movement in the right direction. Support number 2 is rhythm. January doesn't need your reinvention, it needs your repetition. Pick one tiny thing that you can do for the next 7 days that reflects care. Not a big plan, a steady cue. For example, it could be 1 cup of tea and an exhale by the window. Or it can be, as I mentioned earlier, 5 minutes of daylight at the beginning of the day. Or it can be something like when you turn the lights down at night, you take the time to make 3 nice long exhales before you go to sleep. Or it could be a quick closing ritual after supper. You put your phone down and you take the time to just pause and relax. And do that every day for 7 days. What's important here is that you're reflecting care to yourself in this time of the year that's kind of intense. Support number 3 is tiny connection. Nature therapy doesn't have to be a hike. It can be so simple. It can be a slow walk outside your door. It can be you observing trees outside your place. It can be noticing a bird, noticing the snow. It can be noticing a plant on your counter, taking the time to maybe say hello. Even stepping out for 90 seconds would count. So why nature? It's not just pretty, it's biological. Nature exposure is linked with stress relief. It can interrupt rumination, that mental loop of overthinking. So if you tend to overthink when you feel low, it could be really good to step outside and experience what's outside of your mind and your home. That tiny moment in nature is a pattern interrupt for rumination. And I love this because it's realistic, that 2 hours a week in nature is associated with better health and well-being. So this isn't a move to the woods. That's tiny pockets. So 5 minutes, a few times a day. That's it, and it adds up. So some winter connection ideas that might be fun include winter photography. Step outside for 2 to 5 minutes and find one beautiful detail. It could be frost patterns, branch shapes, or snow sparkle. Or you can put a bird feeder outside your window. Put birdseed out and glance outside a few times a day and see who arrives. Yes, that counts too. Another winter connection idea is to take a sensory walk. This isn't a workout. This is an intentional slow walk. So you can notice the colors, the textures, and the sounds around you. So that might include noticing the crunch of the snow beneath your boots, or the texture of bark on the trees, or even the color of the sky that day. And what's interesting is that if you do this every day, you'll notice that the color of the snow changes. So some days it reflects the sky, right? So some days you'll see pink on the snow, like a beautiful pink or blue. I love that. And today I'm noticing a lot of bright white and gray. And it's just nice to see that and to take the time to do that. So this nature connection that I'm making right now as I'm filming this YouTube video is calming me, and there's no room for rumination, that's for sure. Yeah, no anxiety. It's a very mild day today, so that's nice too. And when you do nature connection every day, what you'll notice is that each day is different. Some days are really stormy, or some days can be intensely cold. But then there are days like today where it's warm and the snow is fresh. And I like to think of it as a metaphor for life. No storm lasts forever, and the sunny days come and go too. But there's a mix of everything, just like life. So now I would like to guide you in a short 2-minute reset. It's very short and it's very simple. So if you want, face a window or a house plant even, or a tree outside your window, and take some time to get cozy. You can do this outside too. Feel your feet on the ground or the floor. Let your shoulders drop a little. Take a slow inhale in and a long exhale out. So inhale and exhale slowly. You can exhale through your mouth, and you might even want to pretend like you're fogging up a mirror or a window. And again, inhale and exhale. Now look at something natural in front of you. Maybe it's the tree, the house plant. It could be your pet too. Maybe it's a cat or a dog. Name 3 details: a shape, a color, and a texture. Now ask yourself, what tiny step can I take in the next hour for me? It doesn't have to be something that takes all day. It can be something very short and sweet, something for the next hour. Something that will support you. It's okay if it's super small. Small steps forward that help your system feel more at peace are some of the best steps we can take forward. Thanks for joining me today. If you'd like more ideas on how to support yourself in January, I've made a free guide and it's in the description below. If you know a woman who tends to struggle in January, be sure to share it with her too. Let's support each other through this season. And if your mood feels persistently low or you're struggling to function, please reach out to a healthcare professional. Support is available. Thanks for being here today. May your week be steadier than you expect, one small step at a time. Thanks.